John and Angel, what's going on?
What's up, Michael? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's been a long time coming. I know I tried to get you guys on right when you guys hit 10K. I think it's been a couple months now, but I did want to touch base with you guys at least now that you guys have hit it. And first of all, congratulate you guys on hitting the milestone and wanted to share your story in terms of how you guys got here. So first of all, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
So why don't you take us back to when you first were even thinking about doing this? And I would love to hear from both of you kind of how that whole even decision to get involved with something like this even started.
Yeah, for me, I kind of wanted to start a business and kind of find something to kind of make ourselves self-sustainable. For a while now, we're married and we have a baby. He's 11 months now. At the time, he was maybe like 4 months, 5 months. So it was really a big motivation to kind of find something that will be sustainable and for him, and we can kind of show him a different life maybe than we had, provide him some things. So that was kind of really the big motivation. Really determining factor was you were very persistent on Twitter, actually, or X. Yeah, I followed you on there, and it's just the stuff you were saying were really, really resonating. And so I was all of your threads you would post and the way you would break things down was just really, really resonating. And so I thought it was something that, it was worth giving a shot.
Okay, cool. And I know do you guys happen to know how many days it took you to hit 10K? Or generally speaking, I know it was kind of rough ballpark.
Yeah, in total, if we're counting that first, like, because the first 2 months of setup was just we had a hard time. So a little bit about our story. First, we had the name issue where our company name would not allow us to get an EIN, and it was going to take either like 8 to 12 weeks to get a new EIN with the same name that we had, unless we changed the name. That took about 3 to 4 weeks to actually change our business name and get that set up. Once that got set up, we were banned on Indeed and we were banned on Google. So that took us another maybe 4 or 5 weeks to kind of fight through them. And I was calling every day, had no luck. And then she started calling, and thankfully she had the magic touch to kind of help us with Indeed. And Google just miraculously, after a couple emails and waiting a long time, just brought us on. So we really didn't feel like we got started until like February, end of February. So March 1st was actually when we went live and turned on our ads and turned everything on. And after that, we hit 10K in June. So yeah, so our 4th month is when we actually hit 10K, was in June. We thought we were really close in May. I think we hit 93 or 9,600. Yeah, we got really, really close. We didn't quite hit it. And then in June was when we actually hit 13K. So
oh, nice.
It went from a good jump. So we went from 9 to 1,300 or 13,000.
Awesome. Congrats. And then fast forward to today, where is the business at? We're sitting at top of August right now.
Yeah, right now. So that's the interesting part about where we've been. It's been an up and down. Once we hit that 13K, it seemed like everything hit us. So we lost the cleaner to a broken foot. We lost another one of our top cleaners. She moved to Wyoming, and we were dealing with a lot of different situations. And so right now, I think we're early in August, so we're about 4.5, 5,000. So we're still on track to hit the 10K again for this month, but it'll definitely be another climb back up from where we were at when we were at 13,000 a couple months ago.
Okay, cool. And I know it sounds like, and I'm actually curious to hear this part. I always ask, like, obviously the journey to 10K is not a straight line, and there's usually peaks and valleys to that. Do you want to kind of speak on, and maybe you've already spoken on, some of the peaks, and then maybe some of the valleys, and then some of the things that maybe were breakthrough moments for you guys in terms of, oh, okay, this is going to be a real thing, and we're going to hit this number from your side? Angel, I think the microphone might be broken on that earpiece.
You can hear, but you can't speak.
You can't hear it.
Okay, now It's really, really dull
Just
on
take
your
them out.
side.
Okay.
Okay, now I can hear you.
You guys may hear
You're
baby
just
in
gonna
the
hear
back.
a baby in the back.
There, that's okay. That's okay.
But yeah, just when it came to like valleys, it was more so cleaner management. Like making sure that they were communicating and that they were following the checklist, because I was doing my best to like be over communicative about like what the expectations are with the clients and the cleaners. So it was really at first very challenging to get that like reoccurring that reoccurring business. And so it was really, really up to me to do my best to make sure that the cleaners were on the same page as far as like the communication, the expectations of what they're supposed to be doing. So it was a little challenging at first, and we're still figuring it out. And then I think because it seemed like the customer part has been really the easier part, and we were expecting it to be like the opposite. Like the cleaners were going to be coming in and we weren't going to have, it was going to be hard for us to find work for them. But it was like actually the opposite. We had so much work and then like the cleaners weren't like on the same page. And so that has definitely been a valley. But the peaks are that like the business, the potential to get more clients is just so enormous. And it's just about putting ourselves in the position to be able to handle that, all of that business. And for a while, when we hit the 10K, and then even the month prior to that, we were on a roll. And then, things happen unexpectedly when it comes to like the cleaners. We were missing them. But it was great for us to be able to figure out how to navigate everything and like figure out like, okay, how can we always call like the problems that we have good problems. So if there's a complaint, or if like a cleaner calls out, those are good problems to have because we're business owners. Like that's already like a big, like, I don't know. I can't think of.
We're already ahead of the game.
Exactly. Yeah. We
we
already are in the right position. We're in a good position to have problems like that. It's not like people aren't calling. Like people are calling constantly, and that's great. And that's what we want. And that's what we were trying to manifest. And so just being able to handle that. And it's been such a learning experience for both of us. And just a ways for us to understand our personalities in this space. And how we handle situations and better ways to approach them as well.
Awesome. Curious from both of you, I guess from the program side of things, what did you guys find to be the most valuable thing for yourself?
Just the systems that you have in place. It's really a plug and play system that you have. Honestly, at the beginning, like I'm just a naturally skeptic person. I'm skeptical of everything. Even if I'm going to do something and spend my money, I'm going to be skeptical of it. But right from the very beginning, just following the system that you had in place, boom, boom, boom. It's just success started rolling right in. And yeah, so I would say that. I would say just the systems you have in place. And then also like anything we needed, we can just go and find a video, or go and find a module, or go and find, a document that had everything we needed. And the fact that you're constantly updating it. It was kind of something that actually, after we hit the 13K, I don't know if we were cocky or what, but we stopped kind of following up. We stopped going to those things. And I realized, oh man, there's a lot of stuff left that's still in there that we didn't even quite get to. And then also you're always adding new things that have helped us. We've had conversations and like, let's see if Michael, made a video on it. And it's, oh, he just made one, 3 weeks ago, that something that we're dealing with. And I feel like that you kind of already knew what we were going to struggle with and what we're going to deal with before. And so the course did a great job of preparing us for a lot of the peaks and valleys that we were gonna run into.
Cool.
Yeah, I kind of think for me, I kind of jumped the gun when I like first saw your videos, I was like, okay, I got this. And then just kind of took with what I got and just ran with it, realizing that like there was so much more like to learn before like jumping in all the way. And so now I'm like going back and like watching your videos. Like I'm cleaning today and like listening to your videos. I'm like, oh my God, this would have helped me if I would have like watched this last month. Like there's like so many like scenarios that would have been so helpful. So like you said, definitely going back and like watching and like learning from our mistakes, and then like really like using your systems and like using your protocols that you already have set in place. The one thing that's helped me the most is your system of hiring. I've literally followed that to like to a T, as far as like interviewing, setting up like the interviews, vetting the cleaners. That has been really, really helpful, because that's something we've never done before as hire. So just using that step-by-step process has made it very, very streamlined, very easy. And so I just want to continue to use that and just like kind of make it our own. But that has definitely been one thing that's been most helpful for me.
Cool. Angel, you're supposed to watch the videos so you don't have to make the mistakes.
No.
That's why they're there.
Trust me, I'm
breaking my heart.
I understand that now in hindsight, but yeah.
All good. I'm just teasing. Well, cool, guys. Last question for anybody that's on the fence about doing something like this. What would you guys tell them?
This is a plug and play system. It really is a plug and play system. Everything that you need to run your business from top to bottom is there. It's explained very easily. Everything you need, and most of the things are already provided for you. So lots of stuff we didn't even have to make. It was already made for us. It was already there. The questions that I had, I remember having questions setting up Twilio or Open Phone, just regular basic things that I just look right there in the notes, and the questions are already asked, are already answered, and already handled for you. So it's a plug and play system. If you're on the fence thinking about starting a business and you want to actually buy back your time and actually do something for yourself and your family, then this is the way to do it. This is definitely the way to do it. If you're working full time, if you're part time, if you're unemployed, it doesn't matter. You can do this, and you can do it with just a few hours a day. Just a few focused hours a day. You can definitely find a lot of success.
I would say that it's definitely very easy. As far as once you get past like all of the new experiences of, speaking to customers, setting up calls, hiring, all of that is pretty much set up for you. It's more so just focusing on like your mindset around everything, because like he says, it is plug and play, but it is there is a lot of mental like struggles that you can go through. So you definitely want to be aware of those things, aware of like how you handle situations, because I think that your program is it focuses more so on everything that's technical. Like you really don't have to do a lot of like thinking or coming up with like all these different structures and all this, like all that stuff that usually causes people to not take action. So it forces you to take action, but then it also forces you to grow as a person and evolve as a person and like, step into that, like that type of person that handles everything about their business and that passionate about helping people and like making a better life for their families. And it all goes with your mindset around it, not being too arrogant, but then also, realizing that like this is a people business and you have to like come from it from that standpoint of like wanting to help people and also wanting to, take care of your family. So there's a balance there that you really have to pay attention to, and like how you approach all the situations. So at the end of the day, it is something that's going to help you grow and help you develop as a person, but it's also going to teach you so much more that you can use in different avenues of your life, not just within your business as well.
Okay. Well, thank you for the words. Guys, congratulations one more time. All the best on the future success. And thanks again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, guys. See ya.
See ya.